Hi, everybody. Just want to thank everyone for coming to today's webinar. I'm Mike. I am the Zoho project manager at Marks Group. I'm excited to be here with you guys today to discuss Zoho Marketing Automation. It is an app within the Zoho suite and how it can help lead generation, customer engagement strategies, things like that. So thank you for taking the time out of your day. We have a decent amount of valuable information to cover, and by the end of this, hopefully you'll leave with some actionable insights to implement this into your marketing efforts. So this will be about 45 minutes. I try not to go too long, 45 minutes. It'll be a couple slides, couple informational things for you, and then a little run through of how Zoho Marketing Automations looks like. So we're taking a little bit of a dive into automation to see how it can streamline your workflows, nurture leads more effectively, and ultimately build better and more stronger customer relationships. So we'll be focusing on practical strategies and high-level concepts showing you how to get the most out of the tool. So if I look over here, it's because I have a separate monitor, just so everyone knows. But here's a quick way to look at what we'll be covering today. So first, we'll look at the power of automation and why it's essential in today's marketing landscape. Then we'll do a little bit of a dive into lead nurturing and show you how to create effective nurturing sequences. We'll also cover the importance of segmenting your audience for targeted messaging, more personalized messages, and talk about how that journey and how you can slice and dice who you send certain emails and campaigns out to. Then we'll do a little bit of an insight into email marketing best practices within Zoho Marketing Automation. Then a little bit of an explanation of what automated customer journeys look like, again, for that more personalized experience and message from your company. And then we'll talk about analyzing and optimizing your campaigns for maximum impact, being able to go in and see what part of your campaign, which subject lines, A and B testing, things like that, to make sure that you are making the best of your ROI and your budget, maximizing your budget. And then finally, just how all this integrates into CRM. I mean, that's probably the most crucial aspect, is being able to integrate CRM and marketing automations together with that sync, and how it can streamline your sales and marketing efforts together so everyone has visibility across that. So this is, again, 45 minutes. We'll do our best to stick to that time frame. For those of you who are new to Zoho, it is a comprehensive suite of cloud-based business software. So I think now it's like 65 apps. Maybe when I started, it was 40, now it's 60. So it offers a wide range of applications designed to help businesses of all sizes merge their operations, from CRM to finance to HR to desk to marketing, customer support, everything. So Zoho Marketing Automation is just a key part of that suite. So it provides powerful tools to automate marketing tasks and engage your audience, drive growth. So it'll help you streamline your marketing efforts, improve your lead generation process, and create, again, personalized customer experiences. You'll hear that a lot from me today, being able to tailor these cadences, these email campaigns, SMS campaigns, social campaigns personally to the end user. So some of the key features and benefits of Zoho Marketing Automation include drag and drop, just like CRM or any other application. If you've ever been on the back end to add a new field, add a custom field, drag and drop. Multi-channel campaign management. It's got robust automation capabilities, detailed analytics and reporting, like I just mentioned. And again, integration, not just into CRM, but other Zoho applications. So just kind of want to talk about the key differences between campaigns and marketing automations. They're similar, but campaigns primarily focuses on email. Marketing automation offers a broader scope. So it encompasses social, website integration, SMS, as well as lead management. It provides a little bit more in-depth lead nurturing features, such as lead scoring and automated workflows based on behavior, which are less emphasized in campaigns. And then just think of Zoho campaigns, add other aspects to it, and make it more powerful, and you've got Zoho Marketing Automation. So I will say, anywhere between like 3 to 5 years ago, I don't think we would have tried to push Zoho Marketing Automation on anyone. Since 2.0 came out, it's probably one of the biggest apps that we push. So if any of you guys are in our current client database, you might have heard us or seen us do a demo of this already or something, because we believe that it is up to par with what our clients are asking for. And that's kind of the beauty what you get from us. We're not just going to push Zoho apps on you just because they're Zoho apps. We'll tell you what is right for the market, what is right for your needs, and we're just not going to be shoving Zoho down your throat. Now I think it's the time to start looking at marketing automation as another tool in your belt. So let's talk about marketing automation for a second. So what is it? In essence, it's the use of software to automate repetitive marketing tasks. So think of things like sending follow-up emails, posting on social media, and nurturing leads based on behavior. So it's about moving away from manual, tedious, time-consuming processes and letting technology do that sort of heavy lifting. So unlike traditional marketing, which often involves batch and blast approaches, marketing automation allows you to deliver the right message, again, personalized to the right person at the right time automatically. So why is it important? Here are some key benefits. So efficiency and time saving. This is probably the biggest, low-hanging fruit when you describe how it can help. So by automating tasks, your marketing team can free up their time to focus on strategy, creativity, and other high-level initiatives. So just imagine the hours saved by automating email sequences or even social media posting. Consistency. So automation ensures that your message is consistent across all channels and touch points. So this helps to build a strong brand identity and delivers more cohesive customer experiences. So no more worrying about inconsistent messaging, missed follow-ups, things like that. You're going to hear the word personalization probably 50 more times this webinar, but doing it at scale. So it's a big one. Automation allows you to personalize your communication with each individual customer, even when you're dealing with a large audience. So you can tailor messages based on behavior with your emails, website behavior, preferences, and where they are in the buying journey. So the level of personalization is somewhat impossible with traditional methods. And now you get to segment your audience and deliver highly targeted messages. This means you're not wasting time and resources on people who aren't interested in the product or service. So it's designed to empower these benefits. It provides you the tools that you need to automate those marketing tasks, personalize communication, and target your audiences effectively. So from automated workflows to managing multi-channel campaigns, marketing automations has you covered. So the next thing I want to talk about is lead nurturing. Not everyone who shows interest in your product or service is ready to buy right away. So lead nurturing is the process of building that relationship with potential customers at every stage of the sales funnel. So it's about providing them with the valuable information and guidance to help them through that buying journey. So it typically follows a stage like these stages. I'm not going to say this is verbatim, but typically somewhere along the lines of this. So awareness, the prospect becomes aware of your company or brand or product. Then there's interest. The prospect shows interest and wants more information from you. Decision, where they need to evaluate your solution against your competitors. And then the actions, they make a purchase or takes another desired action. So how marketing automation simplifies that is automated follow-up emails. You can send automated email sequences to respond to leads who take specific actions, such as downloading a white paper or signing up for something. Excuse me. Drip campaigns. These are a series of automated emails sent over a period of time to nurture leads and move them through the sales funnel. So you can create targeted drip campaigns based on different customer segments or behaviors, which is nice. Lead scoring allows you to assign points to leads based on their interactions with your marketing. So if you have a link in an email that's going out and they click on it, that can be 3 or 4 points assigned to that lead, whatever it is. This helps you identify who is engaging in your sales ready leads. And then task management notifications helps create tasks for your teams to follow up with leads at the right time and send notifications to keep everyone informed. So couple of the best practices with lead management and lead nurturing is personalizing your messages. Use merge tags and merge fields in emails to address leads by first name, last name, the company they're at, their product they're interested in, tailor your content to their specific interest. Make sure that you offer helpful and informative content that addresses their pain points and answers their questions. So blog posts, ebooks, webinars, case studies, things like that. Combine email with other channels, a multi-channel approach, like we mentioned, social media, SMS, to reach leads where they're most active. If they're not high on email activity, you might want to send an SMS campaign out to them, and being able to track and analyze your results. So monitor your key metrics, such as open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, to see what's working and what's not, and then optimize your sequences accordingly. So segmenting. Audience segmentation is the process of dividing your audience into smaller groups based on shared characteristics. So this allows you to send more targeted and relevant messages, which ultimately leads to better results and conversions. So increased relevance and marketing messages are important. When you segment your audience, you can tailor messages to their specific needs and interests, making them more likely to pay attention to your message. From that, you get higher engagement rates. So targeted messages are more engaging, which leads to higher open rates, click-through rates, and overall engagement. From there, you get obviously more conversion rates. So by delivering the right message to the right person at that company, you increase the likelihood of them taking, your desired action, your CTA, whether it's making a purchase, I don't know, signing up for a demo, or downloading some sort of resource that you have in that email or SMS, whatever it is. So Zoho Marketing Automation provides several ways to segment your audience. You can segment and I'm going to use the word slice and dice a handful of times throughout this, but demographic. So age, location, gender, job title, behavioral data. So how the audience interacts with your marketing material, such as your website visits, open emails, email clicks, downloads. You'll also see in this what we call a heat map. You'll be able to see where people hover their mouse over on your website the most. You can put them in segments or lists based on that too, which is kind of cool. So custom fields, though, you can create custom fields to store, data or information about your audience, such as industry, company, purchase history, things like that. List management. So marketing automation allows you to create and manage mailing lists, which can be used to segment your audience based on subscription status, for example. Topics. So topics in Zoho are used to organize your email marketing and allow contacts to subscribe to specific areas of your message and that are of interest to them. So this helps you to send more targeted emails and allows your contacts to actually control the type of information that they are receiving. So a company might have topics like project updates, product updates, newsletters, events. So in essence, segmentation allows you to define who receives your marketing messages, while topics define what those messages contain. So both features will help you deliver the content to the right person. So one cool thing is they can opt out of topics, but they can still be in your database for campaigns and segments. So, and we'll explain that a little bit once I do more of the demo of marketing automation. But if you have, like I think I listed those topics before: product updates, newsletters, events. They can opt out of one of those, but still get information on the other two if they want. And then some, best strategies include, demographic segmentation. That's pretty standard. Behavioral, psychographic, like their values, interests, life cycle or lifestyles. And then, company size, industry, things like that. Those are pretty effective across the board segmentation strategies that you can use. So just talking about smart, targeting strategies here, define what segments and targets that you're going to put your audiences in. Use automation where you can, analyze the information you get back, and then adjust from there. Okay, email marketing. So in today's digital world, email marketing is still a powerful and effective channel for reaching your audience. So it allows you to communicate directly with your leads and customers, deliver personalized messages, and drive conversions. So it provides a robust set of email marketing features that include um, campaign creation and design, where you can create professional looking email campaigns, again using the drag and drop interface, the editor, or choose from if you guys have ever been into CRM and created a template in there, their pre-designed templates are pretty good as well. They have a good library of customizable email templates to help get you started quickly, give you a starting point versus starting from scratch. Using merge tags. So again, using those merge fields to address every contact by their name and include any other relevant information. A/B testing, so you can test different versions of your emails to see what performs best in terms of open rates, click-through rates, and conversions. And then being able to schedule your emails to be sent at the right time, optimal time, and automate your sequences based on triggers and actions. So one feature in Zoho CRM, actually, there is a best time to send, I think is what it's called, field, where it'll, analyze when they respond to your emails and give you a best time to send emails based on those metrics. So pretty cool and intuitive. But to maximize the effectiveness of your email marketing, here's a few kind of step-by-step processes to kind of go off of best practices. Subject line optimization. So craft compelling subject line. It's the first thing that they'll see, and it grabs their attention and encourages recipients to open your email. So keep them concise, personalized, and relevant. Making sure that you're providing valuable and engaging content within the email definitely resonates with your audience. So use a mix of text, images. Now you can embed videos to keep them interested. Make sure in the email your call to actions are clear. So make sure you're telling them what to do, whether it's visiting your website, downloading a resource, making a purchase, versus them having to think of what the next step is. It's already there for them. And then making sure your emails reach the inbox by following best practices for sender reputation, list hygiene, email authentication. If you guys have worked with us, authenticating your domain, making sure your DKIM, your SPF, and DMARC records are all up to date. The next thing, scoot this over here. Okay, social media marketing. So schedule posts across various social media platforms to maintain a consistent presence and reach your audience at optimal times. Monitor those interactions. So tracking brand mentions and respond to comments and messages to engage with your audience and build those relationships. You also be able to create and manage, social media ad campaigns to reach a wider audience. So drive traffic to your website or generate more leads. And then I think this is where I show you the heat map actually, but so website marketing. So within Zoho Marketing Automations, you have apps included, if you will. One of them is PageSense and Sales IQ, where you'll be able to track website visitor behavior, such as page views, time spent on that page, links clicked, to understand their interest and tailor your marketing efforts. You can even do like mouse behavior and tracking and see how they interact with it that way. Pretty cool stuff. Make sure that you are designing and publishing landing pages to capture leads from those visitors. So social media campaigns and other marketing channels as well. You can create display pop-ups on a website. So pop-up forms on your website to capture visitor information, promote certain offers that you might be having, and encourage other specific actions. And then from there, deliver personalized website content based on that visitor behavior. So whether it's their demographics or other data to enhance their experience and increase conversion. So this next slide here is just a pretty much what I was talking about with using PageSense. Offers heat mapping capabilities. You can analyze clicks, scrolling behavior, and movement patterns of the mouse track their interactions with your website, and then from there you can push that into analytics or any sort of report to see what's happening. This is just an example of what the heat maps look like. So you can see the reds are where they hover their mouse over more, or where they're clicking more. And you can see what their interests are. This is just a standard image that I got off. This isn't anything that I captured myself, but this is what it would look like if you are using the heat mapping capabilities. So customer journey. So customer journey is the complete end-to-end experience a customer has with your brand. So it encompasses every interaction from their initial awareness of the company to their ongoing relationship after they purchase with you guys. So understanding the journey is crucial. Marketing automation allows you to design these automated journeys using its visual workflow builder. So this enables you to create personalized experiences for your customers at every touch point. So for example, you can create a welcome journey for new customers, a purchase follow-up journey to thank them and encourage them for repeat business, or a re-engagement journey for someone who's been inactive for 6 months, let's say. Let's see here, and then you can create branching logic and personalized paths based on their actions. So if a customer clicks on a specific link in an email, they can be directed to a different path in the journey versus someone who didn't click. And then you can also integrate multiple channels such as SMS, social, and even offline interactions into your automated journey. So this ensures consistency, a consistent experience across all the touch points, which is nice to have. Okay, so making sure that you are tracking your campaigns. No marketing strategy is complete without proper analysis and optimization. So track your performance, identify what's working, and make adjustments to improve your results. So making sure your data-driven decisions are key to the success and your marketing efforts. So Zoho Marketing Automation provides a range of reporting and analytics features to help you measure your marketing effectiveness, including key metrics. So again, open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, website traffic, ROI. You'll be able to create custom dashboards to visualize your data as well and get a quick overview of those important metrics. You can also generate detailed reports on the performance of your email campaigns and social media and other marketing activities. And then A/B testing, making sure you're analyzing the results to see which variations of your campaign are performing best. So based on your data analysis, you can implement strategies to optimize your campaigns, such as refining your targeting, adjusting your segmentation to ensure you're reaching the right people. You can improve the messaging, so you can tweak your subject lines, your content, and your CTAs to improve engagement. Optimizing your workflows, so adjust your automated workflows to improve lead nurturing and customer journey effectiveness. And then just continuous improvement too. So marketing is an iterative process, so continuously monitoring your results, testing new ideas, and refine your strategies to improve and achieve ongoing success. And then make sure it's integrated into your CRM. We have a couple clients right now, where they have 5 or 6 Zoho apps, books, CRM, desk, but they're kind of siloed right now. And making sure it's integrated, especially with marketing automation, is essential for aligning both your sales and marketing efforts. So it creates a seamless flow of information and enables your teams to work together more effectively. So it can also integrate into other CRM systems. Just so you know, like we actually have a client, I don't know if he's on here or not, but we have this integrated into D365, and we've integrated it into HubSpot as well. But the the data flows automatically between your sales and marketing teams, giving them both a complete holistic view of the customer. So marketing can automatically pass qualified leads to sales, and the sales can update the CRM with their progress, making sure that nothing's falling through the cracks. So both teams actually have access to the same customer information, allowing for personalized and effective interactions. So automation can trigger sales activities based on marketing data, such as sending follow-up emails or scheduling calls. So a couple use cases for this would be like lead scoring and handoff. Marketing automation can score leads based on their engagement and automatically hand them off once they get to 10 points or something, a certain demarcation for sales ready leads to the sales team. Personalized sales interactions. Sales can go and use marketing data such as email opens and website visits to personalize their interactions with prospects and customers. So I'm actually just going to open up marketing automations here. Let me go back here. So this is marketing automation. This is just a dashboard. This is it's going to be a quick demo, nothing crazy here, but not much live information. But the way to think about marketing automation is it's many apps consolidated into one. So Zoho Social, Zoho Campaigns, things like that. They're all within marketing automation. So let's just take a look. We're going to go down these tabs on the left here just to kind of show you what it looks like and see how easy it is to navigate this. So I'm on the contacts tab here. Under contacts, you can see the contacts dashboard. So from here, it's like a mini summary of each contact, what stage these contacts are in. I only have 4 contacts in here. Again, this is a demo account. You can see the source of where they're coming in from, whether it's a CRM integration or I'm manually inputting them into marketing automation. You can see, the location stats, where they're at. That will all be reflected here. Contacts. So this is where your actual contacts are going to be. Again, over here on the lead source, you can actually see whether it was an integration that brought these contacts in, whether you manually input this one. So I manually created a new contact here and put Selena Meyer from Veep. All 3 of these other ones were integrated in from the test CRM that I have for this as well. Let's just click into George Costanza at Vandelay Industries. If any of you guys are Seinfeld fans, this is information brought in from the CRM. So these are all fields within the CRM as well. And you can add more if necessary. So social handles, things like that. From here, you can see all the lists that they belong to, any segment that you've sliced and diced into, where they are in the journey, how they've been planned in your marketing effort. Same thing here. You can see what they're subscribed to, what type of topics they're into, other things like that. Engagement. So you can see, again, there's no engagement because this is a testing account, but you can see if they've clicked something, if they've opened up something, if they've replied to things, you'll see that. This is a timeline of everything. So this contact was added by, the integration, and you'll be able to see what has gone out to them, what they responded to, things like that. Account properties. So here you'll be able to see all the properties from the account from the CRM. So George Costanza works at Vandelay Industries. You'll be able to see Vandelay Industry information here on this tab. And then the same thing with deals here. So very similar to how it would bring the account information. So these stages also, they come by default: raw leads, marketing engaged, qualified, sales ready. You can name and edit those if you want to mark, and from there you can, if it gets to sales ready, you can automatically send that to CRM, and then sales takes it over. I'm gonna exit out of this. From there, you have lists. So you can add contacts to a list. It's very generic, high level sorting. So from here, you can slice it up into lists for people who are interested in events, professional events, people who are active clients. So for example, if you have an active client list, you can add them to a campaign or a mass email that's going to send out to say, thanks for working with us this year. We'll reach out to you in February, something like that. But you'll select from that list. segments, it depends on how you do marketing, and I'll just click into this test one here. You can add clients to segments. So all 4 of the clients have been added to this segment here. I will just quickly go through what it looks like to create a new segment. I'm just going to say test here. You can select criteria. So if see if I have one, like a birthday, and you can segment based on clients above a certain age. So we have a client who their primary customers are people over 65. They work in insurance. So you can have a segment based on date of birth, or even if you have an age field or something, but date of birth would bring you the same information, making sure that it's over 65 to send out this information. But they also want to start marketing to people in their low 60s to make sure that they're ready for whatever happens when they turn 65. They can start sending out material that way as well. So I'm just going to go back here. I'm not going to save this topic. So when the anti-spam law started, Zoho went ahead and created topic lists. So it's essentially saying we don't want people to opt out of the whole company, but we're going to give them the permission and control to opt out of certain topics. So you guys got emails on this webinar. You might say, you know what, I actually don't want any more information about the webinars, but I still want to see CRM material. Those are the topics you can opt out of. So you can opt out of a topic, you can opt out of the webinar informational topics, but still engage with the company's marketing material for CRM or QuickBooks, whatever it is. So when you opt out, when you click opt out on the email, you'll have an opt out box or something. It'll take you to a portal and show you what other topics that the Marks Group offers. And there you can opt in or out of topics, or out of all of the Marks Group information. But there you have control. Okay, I'm kind of tired of seeing all this CRM stuff, but I want to see QuickBooks stuff still. So you're still involved in receiving that QuickBooks material. Then there's lead qualification. You'll be able to see where they are on the stage configuration. You can add tags to them. Lead attribution. So here you can see where they come from. So very similar to how UTM codes work, which sources are giving you the best response. And then we go into the lead generation tab here. So you can generate sign-up forms, and let's just create one real quick. Test. You can, from here, you can create one from scratch. You can choose one of these templates. Let's go to a long one. Let's just choose this first one. This is just a pre-populated template. From here, you can add other fields to this. Again, super simple. Let's just say, right now we're capturing email, first name, last name. Let's say we also want to capture company name. We'll put that right here. Drag and drop. Now it's automatically in this sign-up form. It's as simple as that. You would hit save and proceed. It would save it. And then you can embed this on your website or on those emails. Sign up pop-ups, that's pretty self-explanatory. Very similar thing. You're going to just create what the pop-up looks like. Landing pages. So you can create landing pages here. And I'll just do an easy one on creating one. So test. So you can send this through the campaigns and have the metrics of everything. So I think it's pretty intuitive. I believe it's easier than WordPress. Again, drag and drop. It also allows for HTML. We're going to quickly choose from one of these templates. So let's do event. And then we'll just choose this first one. So it's going, there we go. It's gonna load. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, so here, you can see desktop, tablet, mobile. You can see the different views that they have for it. You can insert different sections. So whether it's, you can add different elements such as different headings or text boxes, images, media, things like that. Forms here, you'd be able to add native forms. You can add forms that you have from CRM. You can have Zoho forms, begin forms, drag it and drop it, create a form that they can interact with once they do that. Let's get out of here. Next is journeys. Okay, so to create, I've obviously done a couple of tests here just to make sure that I was populating. Let's just do test two. From here, oops, I'm to landing page again. Oops. New journey. Okay, so create a journey. Sorry about that. We're going to do a test here. So journeys again. So you'll be able to say if something happens, then they enter this journey. So let's just click this first one real quick, this welcome and thank you one, and we'll just walk through. So if they submit a form or if they get added to a list, then it puts them into this journey. So after 1 day, this email campaign goes out, wait 3 days, send this email, et cetera, et cetera. You can add tags to this too. Through here, you can drag and drop all these other different types of triggers that will schedule the post, schedule the WhatsApp, schedule the SMS message that's going out. Let's go to another one and create a different one so we can show what the different sequences look like. Test. Let's go to lead nurturing. So we'll just do the basic one here. So use this template. So this one's actually kind of cool because it again shows you how they enter the journey, whether it's a form submission or they get added to a list manually, or you have a trigger on CRM. But what happens when they go through this? So it sends the campaign out. It sends the first nurturing campaign out to the contacts. But you can see here now a decision tree. It enters this decision tree to where if it's delivered or if it's opened. If they open it, it tells it to modify the score of the lead. So remember how I said if you click on something in an email, it gives that lead a certain score. It automatically assigns it points this way. So this is where you can set your cadence on follow-up emails, what actions trigger what emails, what messages, and from there you can decide how long and where to take this customer in the journey. So you've already pre-designed it to set them down this path. So again, these get a little bit granulated here and a little bit convoluted, but it's very simple to sit down and walk through with you how you guys want your customers to interact with your material. If they open it, they get assigned this many points and they go down this certain path. If they don't open it, wait another day, send another email to them. If they click from there, what happens? If they don't, you can assign them a tag saying inactive, things like that. You can get pretty granular with how you do this. Marketing planner. This is pretty unique to marketing automation. So from here, you can create different planners for your team to live in, due dates, activities. You can manage your budget in here. So here's where you will create reports based on your goals and your budgets. Marketing campaigns. This gives you the same functionality as CRM, or not CRM, sorry, campaigns, but I believe with a little bit more power. So let's just click on email. You can create an email campaign. Test webinar test. We'll go next. We'll just do a simple email for now, save and proceed. From here, you can add recipients. So what list you're going to send it to. If you have them segmented out, you can do that. What tags you want to assign, what contacts have certain tags that you want to go into this email campaign. You can create a custom one too. You can give it a subject line. So the pre-subject line and the subject line can also go here. From who you want the campaign to come out on your end from. So I can set up a campaign on my account, but I can have the emails get sent from Gene's email, for example. And then you can have your library of templates here, your preset libraries for ease of use. I'm not going to say this again. Social, it has its own version of social, Zoho Social baked in. So if you wanted to send a one-off social campaign, you can do that here. The SMS tool, you can create you can create an SMS campaign. You can select these, if you have other gateways here, choose whichever one you're using. To be honest, they all have their pros and cons and limitations. we do a pretty good job of understanding what your needs and wants are and pointing you to a gateway that would fit that need. But they all have their pros and cons. It's just kind of limitations that you run into that right now. You can do something similar in WhatsApp as you do for SMS. You can do those campaigns here. You'd have to integrate it, obviously. I always say, Zoho isn't headquartered in the US because of the WhatsApp integrations they do push on you. Engaging pop-ups. This is similar to the lead gen pop-ups here. It gives you analytics and the metrics on the website, where they're bouncing from here on this tab here, website analytics. You can see where they're bouncing, when they're leaving, how long they're on here. So it basically, again, you have all these different apps. You have Sales IQ and PageSense monitoring your website traffic. So you can create smart URLs, heat maps, and it gives you a nice snapshot into your website traffic. So behavior here, you'll be able to see all those reports if I had this connected to my website, which we don't. Library, you have library here. You can share, you can have shared files. You can have email templates here, like your email template library. When you go to create something, you can have a template. They have Giphy, they have Google Photos. If you use Flickr still, they still have Flickr. So that's just a quick run through of what's on here. A couple things I do want to touch on before I go back to the slideshow. And settings, you have brand settings here to where if you can customize your brand settings, different color schemes that you guys have specific to your company. You can add custom fields that you want added into it. On their marketing automations contact record, you can add fields there that may or may not be in CRM or vice versa. You can also go to what's called this email marketing channel here. From here, you can see, you can set email frequency to avoid spam as well. So you can set a limit of how many emails can be sent to the recipient per day, per week, per month, whatever it is. This way, they're not getting 17 emails one week. You can set that limit so they're only allowed to get, I don't know, let's say 2 emails per week. I would say that. So from marketing campaigns, and in a campaign, they can only receive 2 emails per week. You can obviously send more emails to them on an individual basis, whatever that is, but it avoids some of the spam issues that you might run into. So I'm gonna go back here. Let's go to the slideshow. So, but before we wrap up, let's quickly just recap the key takeaways. So marketing automations is essential for streamlining your workflows and improved efficiency. I think that's pretty evident when we look at it. Provides tools for lead nurturing, audience segmentation, and email marketing. Your automated customer journeys can help you deliver more personalized experiences and increase engagement, which ultimately increases your conversions. And then being able to analyze your results and continuously optimize your campaigns to making sure that you're enhancing it and not just staying stagnant with subpar results. And then making sure you're integrating it with CRM so you can align your sales and marketing and everyone has visibility and improve your bottom line. Making sure you have call to actions are also very important, making sure they're clear and concise. So what's the point of sending an email out and then having them have no idea what to do with it? You want to say, hey, go to the website, download this white paper, request a training. So if you're looking to take marketing to the next level, I encourage you to get a free trial. Go to Zoho and get a free trial of marketing automation and play around with it. You can add in your actual data. You can add in a sample set, 15 contacts, and see how you can slice and dice it, and do some testing with some very simple campaigns. You can do that free trial through Zoho. It's simple. I mean, I think on I don't want to get out of the slide, but on mine, I have like 20 days left still on my trial. It gives you a month to kind of go in and get the ins and outs and see how to play around with it. Or you can request a personalized demo from us. We'll get a little bit of discovery and kind of show you how it would mold around your process. So, just kind of want to wrap this up. Thanks for everyone for your time today. I hope you found this informative and valuable. if you have any other questions on marketing automations or interest in it, don't hesitate to reach out to Gene or myself. I'm sure Gene will be sending this out to everyone post webinar, so you'll have access to this and you'll be able to see the slideshow and the demo again. So, I hope everyone has a great long weekend and a fun Memorial Day. So thanks again. Hope to hear from you guys. See ya.